bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 21. It's also the first day of winter. We have just opened our advent calendars. I'm going to show you what I got in my. I opened it earlier. Really happy about it. It's a magnet from a French shop toy. There you go. I have a lot of like vintage looking magnets like this. And it's perfect because today I'm starting my Christmas baking and I have my list on the fridge. And I have magnets holding everything else together, and I needed an extra one and I got one, so it's perfect. And Owen got, okay, so I'll sit down for that. In the woodland one, some hairs and carrots. This is his chocolate. Do you remember the joke?
It was
What comes
at the end of Christmas Day?
And what's the answer?
The letter Y.
Yeah. And then in the living room, I'll try to focus on it. It's a present, and inside there is a doll, so it's probably for the daddy.
Not the daddy.
Yeah, well, daddy's like that.
No, it's for the little girl.
Oh, right, okay. Today's going to be pajamas day for us, but I have a lot to do in the house. But since I'm staying in the house, I figured I might as well stay in my pajamas. We have the Tesco delivery coming, which is a big one because it has all the Christmas stuff inside, and I'm hoping they don't substitute anything, but we'll see. We'll make it work if they do. I have to do a lot of baking, cooking, etc. over the next few days. So I started the day by clearing the kitchen and folding all the laundry, which I was meant to do yesterday but didn't happen. And I'm going to start the day just so I can free the oven after with making the creamy chicken pie from HelloFresh, although this will be for tomorrow. I'm going to finish the leftover from yesterday tonight, and yes, this will be tomorrow. I'm going to see if I have an oven proof dish that I can freeze, so I can cook something straight away and freeze half of it later and make 2 portions. I'm going to check that, and yes, let's get this day started. There is my creamy chicken pie from HelloFresh done. These will go in the freezer. I'm just going to let them cool down first. This is it needs to go in the oven still for 10 minutes to for the chilies to melt on top and to crispy up. But because we're not going to have them before tomorrow, I'm actually going to put them in the fridge like this, and I'll just put them in the oven tomorrow to warm them up and to melt this at the same time. But that's tomorrow's dinner done, and a dinner for another day that will go in the freezer. The containers I'm using, these, they can actually go in the oven and in the freezer, and that's the brand. I've used them a lot before, and they're reusable, like you can wash them and reuse them again. But I bought them, I'm pretty sure, in Tesco's or Asda, you know, a supermarket. They are easy to find. Otherwise, Amazon has loads. I have actually some from Amazon coming, but I don't think they're oven proof. They are microwave safe, but I don't think they're oven proof, when these are oven safe, so you can bake in them at a high temperature. I even make crumbles and all at you know, with the caramel that melted and all that. So yeah, I'm gonna let that cool down. I made a bit of room because the shopping is coming. It can come anytime in 20 minutes, so I'm gonna clear some space. But I'm very glad this is done. Shopping has arrived, and I lost a part of my finger. Every time I try to open, we buy UHT milk. Done. I'll show you there. See those boxes? And every time I grab them for some reason, do you know the way you get a paper cut with paper? Well, I get cardboard cuts with that, and they are nasty things because they go in at an angle, so it creates a little tiny flap of skin. And it stings a lot, and it bleeds a lot because it's obviously much deeper than a paper cut. So plasters, I had to double it up because it was seeping through. Don't worry, I bleed very easily, but it's not that bad. It just hurts for now, but I'm sure soon enough it won't hurt anymore. Sorry, I'm still coughing a lot, and my cough is actually getting It was much better yesterday and it's getting worse than yesterday again, which really annoys me because I thought that was it. And it seems to be doing the same with the boys. It comes and goes there and just, it won't go for good. It just stays there and lingers and so annoying. My voice is the same, it just comes and goes as well. And I just want to be all better for Christmas. Still a few days, so fingers crossed. For now, I put everything away and I'm going to start my baking because, okay, I'm going to show you what I've planned while I'm here. I have 9 things to bake. Some of them can be kept longer, much longer, so that's the 3 I'm planning to make today. I'm going to do some sea salt caramel fudge. Croquant is a French recipe. They are kind of biscottis with almonds in them. Chocolate orange truffles, same, can keep for longer. So that's my plan for today. Then tomorrow, lemon biscuits, which are the same one I made with the for the teachers, sugar cookies, and gingerbread truffles. And Saturday, pommes are a kind of brioche. They don't last too long, so I need to make them last. Then brownie bites. I'm just going to make brownies like I made for Halloween, but cut them in small bite-size pieces. And then Rice Krispies mini pudding, that basically Rice Krispies bun but in the bowl shape with a little bit of icing and some holly on top to make it look like a pudding. And that's my full list. There are some things I'm not making, so out of my 13, well, actually I'm not making clementines, I bought them. So I have 4 out of my 13 made so far. The thing I'm going to make is the fudge. I have never made fudge in my life, so I really hope this goes well. I'm using a Jamie Oliver recipe. I've never had any issues with these recipes before, they've always worked, so cross your fingers everyone, but hopefully this works. These are from Provence. They are traditionally in the 13 desserts we have in Provence for Christmas, and they are called croquants aux amandes, which means almond crunchies, I guess is probably the best way. They are really like biscottis with almonds, and inside there is some orange blossom water, which is in a lot of things on festive days in Provence. Orange blossom part is an acquired taste, I guess. I grew up on it being in loads of cakes and biscuits and all that, but people here seem to assimilate this scent or taste to soap or like, you know, beauty products, because it's usually in things like this. And I know some people like it, some don't, so I didn't only made 1 batch because I know Therese likes to, and Shane likes to try things, but I'm bringing a platter for Christmas Eve at Therese's house and a platter for Christmas Day at James's mom's. And I know James's mom's, the people at her house will not really eat anything too out there for traditional stuff, so I'm bringing some that I know they will like and they have liked in the past, but I know this one is not one that they usually like, so I only made a smaller batch, and I will have some for the house and some for Therese's house. I'm gonna make extra of things like the brownie bites, and I've made the fudge, I did twice the proportions, and some of the chocolate truffles and all that I'm making twice the amount too, so we can share it between people. But I've bought some big platter dishes that you can be thrown out after, and I'm gonna bring them all like a mixed platter, like mixed platters of little nibbles of food for dessert. So as he's making tea, he took the water from his water to put it in his teapot, and instead of drinking it out of a cup, what are you using? A tiny Playmobil cone to pour the water in to drink out of. You're a monkey. That's what happens every time. He's actually not too bad with the water. It will end up on himself or on the floor eventually, but if it happens after him being quiet for a while, I don't really care. You having fun? Are you making tea? I decided to make a start on the next recipe because I think I'm going to make all the mixtures for the truffles, and then tomorrow I'll decorate them all. This is a gingerbread truffle. It's actually from Zoella recipe. She did last year in her Vlogmas, I think. For the moment, I'm just literally crushing, well, it's mixing, putting in the mixer some ginger snaps biscuits, or ginger nut biscuits. I see the two, I don't know if they are the same. These are called ginger nuts, but think it's the same thing. Different people call it a different way. And we just got a delivery from one of our neighbors with a card and a present, but my hands are dirty, so I thought I would finish to blitz all this. It's probably a box of chocolate, but it's nice, so I'm going to open it after, as soon as I'm finished blitzing those. And before I start to get my hands dirty, I'm going to open cards and presents. I love getting Christmas cards. Oh, this is so pretty. From our house to yours at Christmas. And then there's a present like this. They're off to spend Christmas with their family in another part of Ireland. So I'm gonna have to, I have cards and all for the neighbours, but I haven't written them yet, so they'll find it whenever they come back. They come back from Christmas. So, ooh. Oh my god, this is my favorite chocolate. Oh my god. This is my favorite chocolate. I love it. Oh yay to this. Right, next I'm going to put some cream cheese into there, mix it so I can make little balls out of it, and then freeze them, and then they will be coated with white chocolate and decorated. Just emptied the dishwasher and filled it completely again and put it back on. Before I forget, because I was about to forget, I'm going to clean the oven. I'm going to show you a before and after if I do remember, but I've just wiped everything I could wipe, you know, bits I could take off. So that's all stuck now to there, and I've just taken the racks off, and I am now going to close it, and that's done. Then I might go do intense. I'm trying to think. Do I need the oven after? Oh, let's go for an intense one. Okay, so what will happen is that it's gonna go, I think it's 350 degrees, so it burns everything that's on the surface of the oven, and then at the end it's just ash, and I wipe it off and that's it all clean, and it functions very well again. The good thing with our oven is that this is a child protection glass thing, so this never goes hot. So even when the oven is that hot, well, there's a lot of air coming out, but it's cold air at the minute, and it remains cold after, but this is never hot even when it's over 300 degrees in the oven, so that's great. So I've actually done more than I was going to do. These and these are all finished. The chocolate truffles I've done, I just need to roll them into chocolate. I might wait until tomorrow to do that, because I've bought some little cases to put them in, and they're coming tomorrow, so I might do that tomorrow. Then I've made the gingerbread truffles. They are in here, you can see at the top there. They need to be coated in white chocolate, but same again, they will need to go in the cases, so I might just leave it to that. I might make the dough for the biscuits for tomorrow, so that's done, and then this needs to be done the last day. I might do that tomorrow. I'll see how I get on tomorrow, but I've already more than I planned to. I've done more than I planned to today, so that's good, and I'm now glad that my dinner is ready, made from, we're having the leftovers from yesterday, so we can microwave it to warm it up. Just going to tidy up a bit, and then I'm going to relax before going to get James at the train station. Just got the Amazon delivery for the containers to freeze half of the HelloFresh stuff when I make them, and I'm going to show you all of them. This is what they look like. This was like $8.99 I think for 10 on Amazon, and they go in the freezer, they go in the dishwasher, they go in the microwave. So exactly what I wanted. I decided to go with some that have 2 containers, because sometimes I don't want the side and the sauce to mix the whole time, so I thought I'll get that for now, and if I see sometimes I need some that have just one, I will get some different ones and use, and then I'll just stick to those for the oven ones. James's train is really delayed, so I still haven't picked him up, but something amazing just happened. So, do you remember a while back when James and I went to Belfast to the Christmas market and all? We went into Next and I tried on a jumper that I fell in love with. It was like a hoodie, navy hoodie with some floral embroidery on the top and the hood. At that point it was on my Christmas. We all have an Amazon Christmas list, so it's easier for my family to send things and all that. And I had added this jumper to my list, so I hadn't got it because I was looking for ideas of presents I would like, and I had put it on that. And then one day it was showing low stock, and I thought, what if it goes out of stock and I don't get it and all that. At that point nobody had got it on my list, so I decided the next day to go on the website and that I would buy it for myself, because I would regret it if I don't get it, because I am absolutely in love with this jumper. And it was out of stock and I was so sad. I checked the stock everywhere. You can check the stock in stores as well, and it was out of stock everywhere I could think of, everywhere in Northern Ireland. And then I looked in towns in England where I know people living there, so then I could have got them to collect it for me and then ship it over, and all those towns out of stock too. And I was so sad and so annoyed, and the last few days I just didn't want to give up. And I thought, what happens when people order online and they return their stuff not to a store but to the main warehouse? Those things come back in stock. Or what if they find some stock somewhere from a shop that returns it to them and they suddenly have stock? So I've been literally stalking this website, and suddenly there, 5 minutes ago, I just had a look thinking, you never know, and it said low stock for my jumper in my size. And I got it. Now I won't have it before the 28th of December, but I don't care because it's not, you know, it's not a seasonal thing. It can be worn anytime. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I don't really buy much clothing for myself simply because I don't have a big budget. Every month, like going spare, like not for bills and food and things like that. And the boys' clothes are like the priority because they grow, so they have to have new clothes. I just have no clothes to, like, nice clothes to wear, and I'm wanting to treat myself to a few things, and I'm so glad I got this jumper. I'm so happy. So yeah, I'm looking, in case you see anything like that, I am looking for some black stretchy bootcut jeans, which are comfortable. They're not stiff, just that, you know, those really soft stretchy jeans you can get in black and a bootcut or flared, or, like, you know, just as long as the bottom is wider than the rest, that's good. Wide leg even would be good. If you see anything like that in a size 22 potentially. I don't really know what size I am at the bottom, it really depends on the shape, but I'm more than likely a 22, so if you see anything like that, please let me know. I'm on the hunt for a pair of black trousers at the moment, and soft comfy jeans would be good. So that's, if you see anything, just think about me and let me know. I think I'm just gonna go to the train station in my pajamas, just put my coat on top. I don't even get out of the car, just go in the driveway, get in the car, pick James up on the car park in front of the train station, drive back, get off on the driveway and get back in the house. So I don't think I'm gonna bother getting dressed. I mean, Alfie is not dressed. Well, he's not in pajamas, but that's because he slept in his clothes last night, in his tracksuits and top. So I'm probably gonna change him into pajamas because he's gonna fall asleep when we go. Owen hasn't had his dinner, but the oven is still... See, whenever I thought about the dinner, I didn't think about Owen because I'm a horrible mom like this. So hopefully by the time we come back, the oven will be accessible and we can make something for Owen. Otherwise I'll make him a toasty or something like that. We'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to stop the vlog here for tonight and just relax tonight. Tomorrow is the last day where James is working, and then it's the holidays for a week and a day, and I'm so excited. So I've been really looking forward to this break. So I'll see you tomorrow for another vlog. Bye! I know I've ended the vlog, but I keep forgetting to show you that. So before I go, this is what the oven looks like once the cycle is finished. And then I just take a damp cloth, and this is literally, can you see that? It's like ash. Everything inside is burnt. So you just wipe everything down. and it works like on the sides too. And then now the oven is clean.